All right, welcome to our lesson video, Algebra 2B class for order of operations. Our learning target for this lesson is to simplify expressions using the order of operations. So just in case you forget, let's do a quick reminder. Order of operations is PEMDAS. Hopefully you remember that. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. And this tells you the order of where to start. So you should always start with P, which stands for parentheses. But there are a couple things that fall under this category in addition to parentheses. You may have brackets or maybe even a square root house. Any of these three things, if you see that in your problem, gives you a place to start, and you should work within the parentheses, brackets, or square root house. Next, we have exponents. So you know any powers that you may have in your expression. Next in line, I'll just use the symbol. We would either have multiplication or division. And the reason I kind of bundled them together, because the M, multiplication, does not have to come before division. It's just whatever comes first when you work left to right. So just like you read left to right, looking at your expression, whichever M or D, multiplication or division, whichever you have first after parentheses and exponents are out of the way, you would treat multiplication or division next. And then finally, the A and the S, addition and subtraction, work the same way. Again, you work left to right based on what's going on in your expression. So that's PEMDAS. Now that we remember what it is, let's actually do a problem, okay? Order of operations. Here's one thing that I like to remember. When I do order of operations, your answer should always reduce to a single number. So we start with this big expression, and step by step we reduce and reduce. We get smaller and smaller and smaller as we go. Okay, so if I'm looking at this problem, I know that I'm supposed to do P first, parentheses. So where do I start? Let's work on this first set of parentheses over here. And you kind of have to start your PEMDAS all over again. Do you have parentheses within here? No. Do I have an exponent? Well, yes, I do. So I need to take care of that. 5 squared, so in other words, 5 times 5 is actually 25. So let's kind of regroup here and see what we have going on after we get rid of that exponent. Now I'm still working within this parenthesis, and I'm supposed to next ask, do I have multiplication or division in that set of parentheses? No. Do I have addition or subtraction? Well, yes, I do have subtraction. So 73 minus 25, you can double check, you should get 48. Okay, so now there's nothing else I can do in this set of parentheses, so I'm going to say, hey, start PEMDAS all over again. Do I have another set of parentheses? I do, so I should work within here. And I don't have exponents in there, no multiplication or division, no addition, but I do have subtraction, so let me take care of that. So I have my 48 divided by 13 minus 7, that's going to leave me with a 6. So 48 divided by 6, since there's no other operation left, leaves me with a final answer of 8. So you see how each step we narrowed down until we got our final answer of 8. Okay, let's look at another one. Same thing. Eventually we should be narrowing down. Ooh, that was a bad line. Let's fix that one. All right. We should be narrowing it down to an integer or maybe a fraction, but regardless, a single number for our answer. Ask ourselves again, PEMDAS, do I have parentheses? I do. Let's start to the left. Our first set. I don't have exponents inside. I don't have multiplication inside, nor division, nor addition, but I do have subtraction. So let's get that done first. Okay, 12 minus 3 is a 9. All right, now there's nothing else I can do within this parenthesis, so let me jump to this other set. And all that's going on in there is subtraction, so let's get that out of the way. 14 minus 7 is 7. Now start PEMDAS all over again. My parentheses, there's nothing going on inside of them, so now do I have exponents? I do, so I need to take care of this exponent first. 9 squared, be careful, that doesn't mean 9 times 2, 18. That's not what a square means. 9 squared is 81, 9 times 9, plus my 7. So my last operation is 81 plus 7, so that's going to give me 88. I think we've got one more example for this lesson. Start PEMDAS all over again. Do I have parentheses? I absolutely do. Okay. Inside my parentheses, do I have any exponents? Sure thing. So I need to do that first. So actually I'm in here, but I'm going to focus on this exponent first. So I would still have 3 times 4 plus 7 squared. 7 times 7 is 49. Oh, and I forgot our little like tunnel thing, how we're going to be narrowing it down. Now I'm still working inside these parentheses. Do I have multiplication? Because I already took care of my exponent, so now I'm moving on to the m. And I do. So here now, here's what I'm focusing on inside. 3 times 4 is 12. Okay. Still working inside the parentheses. Now the only thing left to do is to add. That 49 looks kind of funny, but that is a 49. 12 plus 49, 61. Bring down the minus 8. 61 minus 8, that would leave us with, I believe, 53. So there would be my final answer. Okay, so now if you missed class when we did this lesson, order of operations, what you need to do is get on my webpage. Remember, I'll type it out for you. It is www.missweavergohs.weebly.com, and go to the Algebra 2B tab, and if you'll scroll down under the Google Calendar, you'll find a worksheet that's titled Order of Operations. Whoops. Order of Operations worksheet. And you can just download that and print that off. And like I said, if you weren't with us in class, you would need to finish that for an assignment. But other than that, keep learning, and I will see you next time.